Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the happy hour. It's Tuesday. It's March 11th, 2025. And it's just me and Ron today. The two of us will find us some winners here. And I had nothing going on early side of things. I think I leaned TCU and getting whooped in that one. Nice. Got definitely was the wrong side of that. Figured we'd get a bounce back. And looks like the Buffaloes rolling there. Definitely, as we always do, we'll get right to the picks. But first, we'll see how Ron's doing today. How's your day going so far, Ron?
Doing good. Had a nice night. 7-1 last night. Beautiful. Today, right now, I got PSG with a lead, so that's my best bet for UEFA Champions League. So hopefully, we can get a draw, or I draw no bad on PSG. But Bayer, I gave you a free play yesterday. They over, man. Nobody wants to score in that one. It looks like they're satisfied just playing it out and not injuring each other and going back to Bundesliga and playing for against Bayern in that. So Bayern's got a 3-0 lead aggregate anyway. So I figured Bayern and Leverkusen would come out and try to get some goals early, but it doesn't look like it. And it looks like Munich doesn't want to score either. They're just going to play defense. So 3-goal lead, nothing there. So yeah, ready to get back at it tonight. I had early Notre Dame cash that one. I got TCU with you, and they're actually making a run now. So maybe we can get that money line before this thing's over.
Let's go. Maybe a big comeback. Yeah.
Let's get it.
Gotta check. Yeah. All right, as we always do, we'll kick it off with the NBA slate of things. Only a 4-game card here. So we'll go through all 4 of them. We'll kick it off. We got Cleveland laying 16.5 against Brooklyn. We got the Wizards getting 15, taking on the Pistons there. And that one, total 235.5 there. We got the Bucks laying 2.5 heading into Indy. That's down about a half a point or so there. We got the Clippers laying 7 against the Pelicans. I think that's down a point. I think it was 7.5 earlier this morning. Total 222.5 in that one. Just a quick little look at the injury report, see what's going on. On the Brooklyn side of things, just Russell out for Brooklyn. On the Cavs side of things, we got Jerome, Mitchell, and Hunter. Mitchell and Hunter are a game-time decision. Jerome is out there in that one. Looking at Washington and Detroit. On the Washington side of things, we got Sadiq Bey, Brogdon, Colebally, and Johnson out for Washington. On the Detroit side of things, looking like a clean injury report. Just Ivy, he's still in the report because we know how long he's dealing with there. On the Bucks side of things, looking at Milwaukee taking on the Pacers. Looks like Lillard's going to be likely to go. Giannis likely to go. Non-Nats game time decision. Looks like Livingston, Portis, and Smith. Portis down to how many now? I don't know. A few there.
16,
so Portis,
he's there.
16,
he's
something like that. Yeah. Oh, and hasn't quite hit the single digits yet there. On the Pacers side of things, Halliburton, game time decision. McConnell, game time decision as well. So nothing's changed there on the Pacers side of things. On the looking at the Clippers and the Pelicans, on the Pelicans side of things, Boston, Olynyk are out for the Pelicans. On the Clippers side of things, Simmons, Powell, Lundy, Eubanks, game time decision for the Clippers. Looking at those 4. What do you got for us there in those 4, Ron?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the over between Milwaukee and Indiana. They get up and down every time they play, so look for a strong over in that one. I can't lay 14 points, 15 points with Detroit. I know they're good, but man, it's just too many points to lay with that team, even against the Wizards. So kind of pass on that one. And I'm gonna lay it with the Cavaliers. They're the best team, best team covering there. So I'm going to continue to lay over the Cavaliers. I think the Nets, even after that big win last night against the Lakers, probably a letdown here. So take the Cavs.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go the other way. I still like giving the Nets there in that one. They got the shooters that are in there that can shoot the ball. So it's like, does Cleveland really want to whoop it up? Cleveland could cruise to up to a big 20, 25-point win. Kind of like what we've seen St. Mary's do, and then take the foot off the gas, and Brooklyn still continues to come, and they get the backdoor cover there. I just think it's too many motivation-wise in that one. So give me the Nets plus the 16.5 there. And another one I'm looking at is Yeah, well, I'm not a fan of these NBA. I have one premium going here, and I would lean to Detroit. I'm not the Wizards. There looks like why are they giving you 15? I know at times they can cover games, but I think this is just one of those spots that it's going to be tough. The last meeting we seen back in November, Pistons won it by 20. So I think that's what we get there again. I'm going to lay the 14.5 with the Pistons. I know they're not the best favorite covered machine, but they haven't been favored so much. And for me, it's just hey, this is a tough spot for the Washington Wizards. Third game, 4-night situation here for the Wizards after playing the back-to-back spot with the Raptors and then having to come back from Canada into Detroit. It's actually just crossing a little bridge, so it's not like they have to travel very far. I'm sure the Ambassador Bridge is just a little hop, skip, and a jump, and over the bridge you go into Detroit. But it's still that third game at 4-night spot here, so I'm going to lay with the Pistons. I'm rushing to the window to bet a whole pile on it, but I'll put a little sprinkle on that one there. And that wraps up the NBA. Heading on over to the college basketball slate of actually, we had some go off already. Looking at we'll split this into two. I think we'll do everything before we'll leave the late night slate. So everything before 9 p.m. Eastern time, which looks at Prairie View taking on Florida A&M, Fairview taking on Sacred Heart, Syracuse taking on FSU, Arizona State, Kansas State, Northwestern State taking on McNeese, Maine taking on Vermont, Delaware taking on UNC Wilmington, Youngstown taking on Robert Morris, Sam Houston State taking on UTEP. We got St. Francis taking on Central Connecticut, and Ryder taking on Siena. Anything in that slate of college basketball action, Ron?
Yeah, I like Notre Dame today. I like these dogs that can shoot the three, and that's a big thing in tournament play because you got strong guard play. So I'm going to look at Delaware plus the 9.5 against your Wilmington Seahawks. I know you burnt you last night, but I'm going to look at Delaware plus the 9.5 in that one. I'm also going to look at I'm going to get too far here because some games are already in progress. I'm going to look at UTEP on the money line. I think they're just the better team. But again, the rebounding edge is towards Sam Houston, so that's what I do worry about, and that's why I don't want to take it minus the 3. So I'd look at the money line on UTEP in that one. And got to go to Mr. Whisker's favorite game there. I think that Syracuse hangs with them. Like I said, I like the 3-point shooting for Syracuse. I like their field goal shooting. I think they hang with Florida State. Give me plus 3.5 in that one.
And for me, looking at this slate of action here, I'm looking at that Syracuse and FSU game. I like the under in that matchup. 149.5 points. I think it's just way too many there in that one. I think both teams cruise into the 60s or mid 60s, but higher than that, high 70s. I don't know. Thinking so there. Give me the under in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at. Give me the under between Fairfield and Sacred Heart. Another one total that I think is just way too high between those two, Fairfield and Sacred Heart. Look at head-to-head. In the first, it was a 140, 145 in the first one. And that gets you under this total. And you look, the last four meetings between these two teams, 3 of them have definitely, actually all of them have hit the under. This was a little bit higher than what it is now. So it's much slow pace. Same thing as I just said, scoring into the 60s. Both these squads, slow paces in there. I think those totals are just way too high for me there. Taking under. And then one more I'm looking at in that early slate of games. Where is it? Give me Youngstown State there, plus the 3.5 there versus Robert Morris. It's like the Penguins just there's another team that you say that likes to shoot the 3. Hey, they love to shoot the 3. And I think we've seen that overtime with Robert Morris. I think Robert Morris wins the game, but I think it's just like we've seen yesterday. It comes right down to it. It's going to be a half-point win again, cover, but they're because Oakland did it. It was 3.5 there. Ron Morris didn't get the cover there, and I think at the over a possession with Youngstown, that's where I want to be. Give me the Penguins there, plus the 3.5. All right, that wraps up that slate of games. Heading on over to the night slate, everything after 9 p.m. Eastern. Gonzaga taking on St. Mary's. Montana State taking on Northern Colorado. FIU taking on Western Kentucky. Albany taking on Bryant. Nicholls State taking on Lamar. UCF taking on Utah. And ending the night with Idaho taking on Montana and the Grizzlies. What do you think of the late night slate of college basketball action, Ron?
Yeah, look at Montana State and Northern Colorado. You know, Montana State just owns Idaho Central Arena, man. They just keep winning. So I'm going to take plus 5.5, just like it did last night. They won big against Iowa. So yeah, to give me Montana State. They just seem to come to play when it comes to the Big Sky tournament. They just seem to come to play. It's just like maybe they don't play in the regular season, but man, when they get in that tournament, they come to play. So again, Montana State plus the 5.5 in that one. UCF and Utah. I don't like either one of those teams on the road, so I'm going to take the under. Give me that under 157.5. That's way too high. I think it's in the 140s and not even getting in the 150s. In that one, I don't trust either one team shooting the ball at all in those games. So, give me the under in UCF and Utah.
And for me in this slate, definitely a tough slate of action here in the late night slate. A couple I like here. I like the under between Gonzaga and St. Mary's. The $138. It's just too many points there. The way that St. Mary's clamps down defensively, and they're very good at shutting down Gonzaga offensively. You look at the Gonzaga offensive numbers, and you quickly want to rush to an over, but not when it's head to head between these two teams. It's just they just continue to play to the unders. 7-3 to the under in the last 10 head to head. If you want to look, it's the last 6 meetings head to head have all seen the under between Gonzaga and St. Mary's in that one. It's just the way it is, slugfest.
Why is Gonzaga favored? What I want to know. Why in the hell are they favored? They've lost the last 3 to St. Mary's, right? Including last year's championship.
Was it last year's championship too? Yeah, they lost 3.
3 in a row, and they're favored. Something's fishy there.
Yeah, considering they've been a dog all the last 3 as well. Actually, the last 4. No, they've been favored in the last 3. They were favored at 7 in the last meeting in that championship.
Yeah, but they lost 3 in a row is what I'm saying.
So, well, yeah, that's what I'm just saying. They were favored in all of those games.
Yeah.
Right? So there's no difference. The first meeting of the year, if you go back, it was they were favored 2.5.
Yeah, I'm just saying it seems too easy to take St. Mary's here. Just weird. I'm staying off of it, but I like your under. I agree.
I like the under.
They don't get out of the 60s ever when they play.
No. Well, yeah, 74, 67, 62, 58, 69, 60. It's besides that last recent one, and that was 141. It was the rare, but that total was higher as well. It was a 142 in that one. But just as you said, most first to 60 wins it usually. Because usually once the team gets to 60, the other team gives up. It's just what it is. So I think it's what it is there again. And then that is a tough one. The one you're looking at, the UCF and Utah.
I don't see.
Got to go with the under there as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that's way too high.
Way too high for those two schools that slow it up, play defense. So take the under there in that one.
Especially in tournament play. I mean, you could be a 55-55 game, just like we saw with Pittsburgh and Notre Dame today. Same thing. Very low scoring games.
No, this is an Arizona. This is a New Mexico Ice Wolves hat. See, New Mexico Ice Wolves is the hat like whatever the equivalent is of the AHL. I think it's one level lower. I think they have an AHL team in that same arena that does.
It's like the one we have in Pensacola here. Yep.
Yeah. All right, that wraps up the college basketball slate of things. We'll skate on over to the ice. We got big pile of games. Oh, that's baseball. Don't want to be looking at baseball. Well, we
Are
do.
we looking at
but,
baseball
not
tonight?
yet.
Uh-oh. The
I don't
Royals are
know.
playing.
Who's else
Royals are
playing
playing.
tonight? I don't see anyone playing tonight.
I'm ready for baseball.
Ready for baseball? Royals are top of the fifth. Nothing with Arizona.
Yep. It was Reagans
So,
against Merrill Kelly. You know, it was pretty good matchup.
if they went more than 2 innings.
No,
they're all on
you know
pitch
that,
camps.
man.
They all go like 2,
Yeah.
3 innings. It's like, and then
Right?
it's as Tony alluded to, these big number guys come out. You're looking like number 92 on whatever, and you're like, what the heck? Who's 92?
I did used to do a system though in preseason, Rod. So basically, if you look at the game, if the dog is a team that had a better record last year, you play him. Play him as a dog.
Right? Usually just be selective and find the dog. Yeah.
Play some dogs in preseason.
Times. Yeah.
Not like your game of the year you won though the other day. So. And Chris
That
won
was
his
close.
yesterday. Chris won with Cincinnati.
Chris won his yesterday too with a dog. See, with a nice
big.
dog.
It was like 9-3 when I checked it.
Yeah, big one there. All right, let's get into the NHL action here.
Let's do it.
We got we'll do all the 7 p.m. Eastern games, and we'll include that 7:30, which is Tampa Bay taking on Carolina. Then we got Ottawa taking on the Flyers, Columbus taking on New Jersey, Florida taking on Boston, Vegas taking on Pittsburgh. What do you think there in those 5?
Ooh, I'm looking at this Columbus Jersey game. You know, Columbus doesn't win on the road, and they just did. So I'm going to have to fade them. I'm going to go with Jersey in this one. In fact, I'll lay the puck line. We got Markstrom and Merzlikins in goal for that one. Flyers at home as a dog, you don't want nothing to do with them. You only want them as a favorite. So I would take Ottawa in that one. And then it looks like Marchand's playing, right? He coming back home tonight?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Looking. Looks like Boston might be up for that one. So I'd take Boston on the puck line. Probably good money there.
I would take Boston on the money line. It's worth a shot. Why not? It's come down.
Why not?
A lot of money's coming out on Boston. Let's put it that way. That's the only part that scares me a little from what I'm looking now. It was $1.95 this morning. Now $20 different. It's $1.75 there in that one. But still, I think it's just a spot. It's Florida's dealing with some injuries. They've got no Kachuk. You got Ekblad, who's out for 20 games now with substance abuse. So you got some turmoil in Florida. We'll see how things go there in that one. And then it's just, what's going to happen to Marchand. He was already being interviewed earlier in the week and struggled. You blame him? No, he's been there. He spent 16 years of his life in there. And bled yellow and
I think he's a retire as a Bruin. You'd think
that's what he thought too. Everybody was figuring it, but as he said, he goes, I hold no ill will towards the organization. That it is a business. That if they didn't move me now, they would have got nothing, right? Because that's what happens here in the NHL. So you get these moves at the end. Sometimes what happens is they come back and they sign for a day or so. They sign that last day contract and retire his jersey to the Raptors. I think at some point that will happen for him in Boston.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So tonight,
Mike
be prepared.
Moustakas is doing that for the Royals this year. Actually, Moustakas is going to sign a 1 day with the Royals.
Yeah. So be prepared that you'll see a little stoppage in play in this Boston game, or it'll be delayed start, more like a 7:05, 7:10, because they will do something for him. With his first game back there. So I'm going to take a shot with Boston. Another one I'm looking at here is I'm going to take a shot with Pittsburgh here. This Vegas, it's a quick revenge spot. Vegas looked pretty flat in there when they left that last game on that road trip. And now coming out here against a Pittsburgh club that head-to-head between these two teams, the home team has been really dominant head-to-head, and it's Samsonov going there in that one. So
Yari's back.
Yeah. And Yari's back. So, yeah, why not? I'll take a shot with Pittsburgh and the Penguins there in that matchup. All right, let's kick it off to the and then I like Carolina here over Tampa Bay. Looking at that one. They're in that one. They're looking like they want you to take Tampa Bay there in that one. I know because they're 8-2 and playing really good hockey, but watch out for this Carolina club. I think they're going to go on a run. those trades they made down the stretch here. Man, they looked real good last game. Watch out for Carolina going forward. Big stretch.
26-7 as a home favorite. Can't go against that.
No, give me Carolina there. All right, the last hockey on the slate, we're going to go with Colorado taking on the Wild. The Rangers taking on Winnipeg. Washington taking on the Ducks. Montreal taking on Vancouver. The Islanders are in LA to take on the Kings. And Nashville taking on San Jose. Heading over to Ron. What do you think of those five, Ron?
Yeah, looking at my spreadsheet play of the day, that was the LA Kings in regulation. So get on that one. They're just so good at home. So take the Kings in regulation. That's my spreadsheet play of the day. Also, I'm going to look at Winnipeg and the Rangers under. I think 6 is 6.5. I saw some 6.5 early, but looks like it's 6 now. Still, I like the under. Two great goalies, Shesterkin and Hellebuck, going in net for that one. And my NHL slap shot play won last night with the Senators. You can get that right now at Tony's Picks.
The only one that scares me about that Rangers, that under, is the Rangers on the road. Their last, I think it's 8, have all went over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last 8 road games for the Rangers have all went over the total. So,
fortunately, it wasn't them going over though.
That's the problem, right? But
Columbus laid 7 on them,
and they're playing the Winnipeg Jets. So,
right.
Could the Jets flop 7? Possible. But I'll cheer for you for the under on that one. Definitely. I agree with you because Shesterkin needs to step up. Rangers need to start stepping up in that one. And I think Hellebuck will too. So, just because some of those streaks are made to be broken. So are some of these trends that I read off. Sometimes trends are made to be broken. But
what is that one? Vermont's won like 30 in a row against Maine? Is that something like that?
Yeah,
wow.
something.
I heard Bo say that. I was like, what? 30? Jeez.
Yeah. Now Gonzaga's won 32 again, or 33 straight games against San Francisco that they've yet to beat beat Gonzaga. So sometimes those just happen. They cover the spreads, but sometimes they just don't get the win.
That's it.
For me here in this slate of games, I'm going to take a shot here with the Wild. Colorado on the back-to-back spot. It's just the Wild here. It's just one of those spots. Colorado's playing pretty good. But that back-to-back spot, sure, you beat Chicago. It was a 3-0 win there. One of them was an empty netter. It was 1-0 for the longest time. So this is what the Wild do. They hold teams down and keep games close and then try to win them late. So Gustafson and Blackwood going me to an under as well. First 3 wins that one, and I'm going to take a shot with the Wild. And then looking at the Kings, I like the Kings there in that spot. I'll take the Kings in the puck line. Islanders on this little road trip. 3rd game, 4th night for them there. And the Kings at home, just absolute money, 23-4 at home this season. So I'm not going against that there. And then I'm looking at Montreal coming into Vancouver. I don't trust Vancouver at home. They played their better hockey on the road. Just have we got a confirmation who starts for Vancouver? Just want to see. Because it's the first of a back-to-back, I just want to check one thing. I haven't seen, because they didn't confirm whether it was Silvos or Kevin Lankinen for this first of the back-to-back. I just want to see if they have or not. It's a later game. They might not. Yep, it is Kevin Lankinen. So it will be Kevin Lankinen in there for that one. So I lean to an under.
Matter. They suck at home.
I think you get a lower scoring one either way with Montembeault going in for that one and Kevin Lankinen. I'd like the under 5.5 there in that one. You look at Vancouver 8-2 to the under. In their last 10. So, yeah, they do suck at home, but give me Montreal and the under in that matchup. And then give me the over, Nashville and San Jose. It was 6 this morning, and I think we talked it up so much that it's up to 6.5 for a good reason. We've seen 12 goals and 11 goals. No defense was played in that one. And I lead to the Sharks. Why not? Because they were close in a couple of those games. They had the lead and laying that kind of price with Nashville with only 7 wins on the road. No, thank you. Don't want to be laying that kind of price with Nashville. I would lean to San Jose, but the over is the play there in that one. That wraps up the sports slate for tonight. And we head on over to, we'll do the parlay player prop game in the future up to the capper. we let them decide what they want to shoot out to us, and then they'll let us know what they got going over at Tony's Picks. That's where you can find our best bets, the bets we're making tonight. Just hit the link in the description. That'll get you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com, and you can find mine and Ron's best bets of the night over there. So head it on over to Ron. What do you got for us? Parlay, player prop. What do you got for us?
Yeah, let's go with the parlay first. Give me the Devils on the money line. Give me Carolina on the money line, and give me the Kings on the money line. What I got my NHL slap shot play. Like I said, we won with the Senators last night, and NBA 3-point play, which I won with Portland last night. So you can get those at Tony's Picks. I also got a couple college basketball sprinkled in there. Haven't been too well in college basketball, but trying to turn around and get ready for the tournament here, because that's pretty much all that's going to be on the board for the next couple of weeks. So we got to get ready for it. I got a couple videos I loaded for the SEC tournament starting tomorrow. Take Auburn to win the SEC tournament. Take Iowa State to win the Big 12 tournament. And take Kent State to win the MAC. So there's your 3 futures for you. Actually, they just started the Big 12, so we can't give you that one, can we? Anyway. But, yeah, and I got before we get out of here, I'll get you a Champions League soccer play. Hopefully PSG holds on and we get that win today. So that's what I got going on. And like Rod said, everybody's on the leaderboard. You're seeing on the live shows, and Tony says it every morning. So we're all doing great here. We all got good content. So pair us up and let's get some money. And don't forget to use that code TonyT at checkout. Get your 15% off.
Yeah, for me, my parlay, gonna go with we're gonna go all on the ice. We're gonna go with Carolina on the money line, the Winnipeg Jets on the money line, the Los Angeles Kings on the money line, and throw in the Montreal Canadiens on the money line. A little 4-teamer for you tonight, like that one in the NHL. And then I'm going to go with Clemson here to at a big plus price to win the tournament. It's a big doggy dog and win their conference. Got to take a shot here with Clemson. We know that they've played pretty well, and that big plus price at plus 750. I got to take a shot there with Clemson. They're going to be motivated for it, so I can't wait. I'm going to take a shot with Clemson at the plus 750 in that one. And for me, over at Tony's Picks today, I've got my college basketball 10-star play of the day. Man, we got looking for a bounce back on it. I had Wilmington yesterday with it, and we lost by the last second 3. So let's get the bounce back on it. Still 14-3 in the last 17 on it. So can't complain about that run. It's also included in a 3-pack there. You can scoop that 3-pack up with the best bet in there as well. Also got my NBA drop a dime play as well. 6-3 run in the NBA as well. As you know, I'm not a heavy NBA betting guy. It's low volume, but when I find that play, I absolutely love it. So jump aboard that. Best way to go, though, is get aboard long-term here at Tony's Picks. That way you get that late Steam play emailed right to you. One of those exclusive things I haven't seen anywhere else where you get that late Steam play emailed right to you when you're aboard long-term here at Tony's Picks. Just hit the link in the description. Head on over. Also take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional. Pair me and Ron up today and have yourself a winning week. We got lots of plays going. He's going to have some soccer going for you. He'll have some NBA going, and then more college basketball, and then definitely some plays on the ice this week on the load in sports action. Grab that 2-for-1 pass. I'm telling you, you'll be glad you did.
And we matched on 2 of them. Take heed. Listen to me and Rod. We're on the top of the leaderboard in NHL, both of us. So we matched on a couple of them. Get down on them now.
Yep, jump aboard because we're good at hockey. Can't wait for the WNBA to start right around the corner. Be on the lookout for that. Just me and Ron will definitely go back to shooting the videos for the WNBA for you. Have you covered there? Ron was number 1 last year because I came over late. So we'll chase him down. We'll both be continuing to put cash into your pocket in the WNBA. It's been money.
I'm slowly crawling up the NBA, though. Slowly crawling. So
slowly crawling. That's me. It's
trying to catch El Ninos right now. So
yeah. Hunt it down. Ninos, watch out. Ron's coming for you. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday. Any final words before we head on out for this Tuesday evening?
Yeah, we're going to go with the Aston Villa tomorrow on the money line against Club Brugge.
All right, let me give you
Champions League winner.
I'll give you an NHL goal scorer. Who's gonna snipe one in here?
Oh, and I started the spreadsheet play of the day video also, Rod. So that'll be daily. You can check that out tomorrow. I've already loaded that one. It's a hockey play tomorrow, so get ready.
Nice, definitely check out that video content at the on the Tony Speaks YouTube. Definitely want to check out that YouTube content as well, because it's been increasing daily. You'll see a lot of the cappers that you see in short form shooting a video, going in deep detail on games. So definitely go check that out. You can't go wrong with that over there, the Tony Speaks YouTube. Definitely want to check that out. Make that part of your daily routine. All right, let's get to NHL goal scorer here for you. I'm looking at where is it? Give me Seth. Get old Seth Jarvis here to get himself anytime goal. Just looking to see what the price is on it. Where's the anytime goal? Plus 170 on a Seth Jarvis goal for the Carolina Hurricanes. That's what we're going to go with. He's in the last 5 games. He's got 2 in the last 5 games. So he's going to guess another one tonight. Take Seth Jarvis, Carolina Hurricanes, anytime goal at a nice plus 170. That'll kick us off, head us on out over here for this Tuesday evening. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure to tune back in tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. You'll see me. You'll see Tony. You'll see Sean. You'll see probably Bo. You'll see Al.
Yeah, Bo's back.
A lot of the regular. Good to see Bo back here at Tony's Picks. Shout out, Bo. Definitely glad to see him back as well. So have yourself a wonderful evening, everybody. We'll catch you guys tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Have a good one. Catch you on the next one.
See you tomorrow night.